Be it for personal reasons or for a business, everyone needs a website. In this course, you will learn how to host your website and get it online so that the people across the world can visit your website, check the information, and take some meaningful action. You don't have to hire a web developer to get your website online. You can do it on your own. In case if you don't have a website already, I'm also going to show you how to quickly create your website and get it online. There are many successful revenue generating websites online, and if you've created your website but did not put it online yet, it doesn't generate any revenue. So let us get your website online and let the world know about it. I will see you soon. In this chapter, we're going to take a look at how to create a website to put it online. Now, if you already have a website, then you can simply skip this chapter and move on with my other chapters. If you don't have a website, you can follow along with me and create one. In order to create a website, you should at least have knowledge on HTML and CSS. If you don't, then you can just simply use an existing website or template like I'm about to do. So let us download the template. So I want you to visit this website, howtohostawebsite.com, and between each word you would put a hyphen, just like you see in here. Once you visit the website, just scroll down a little bit and you would see this hyperlink for download. And if you click that, a file would be downloaded with the name mywebsite.zip. We will let it download. Once the download is complete, just go to the directory wherever you have downloaded that file and try to extract the folder. I'm going to be using the software 7-zip, which is an open source software, to do the job. So I'm going to extract it in here. You may be having a different software that does the same thing. For example, maybe WinZip is another software that will help you extract the zip file. So once you have this folder, just launch your website, index.html. You can just simply double click it and then you should be able to see the website. So this is the website that we're going to use to put it online so that the entire world can see it. But before we do that, let us make some changes to our website and customize it according to our needs. I'll see you soon. In this video, we're going to take a look at how we can customize our website based on our needs. Now, we could actually make use of the default text editor that comes with the operating system, but I won't recommend you to use it. Instead, we're going to be installing a new software called Notepad++. It's an open source software and it's free to download. So click on this link that says notepad++.org. Click on download. Now, if your operating system is a 32-bit version, then you want to download this file, Notepad++ installer 32-bit, or if you're using a 64-bit operating system, then you want to download from this list. And make sure that you download the installer, not the zip package. But if you're using Linux operating system though, then it's ideal to download the zip package. I'm using Windows operating system and this 64-bit version, so I'm going to be downloading this. In order to check which operating system that you're using, a 32-bit version or 64-bit version, in Windows, just click on the Start menu and search for System Information, and in here you should be able to find those details. So in my case, this is 64-bit version. All the modern day PCs would come with 64-bit version, so most likely you have to download the same. I've already downloaded the software, and so I have it in here. I've also installed it, and it's pretty easy to install. I hope I don't have to walk you through how to install this software. It's pretty easy. But just make sure that while you're installing, you would run it as an administrator. So once you do that, go inside the folder, the website folder, right-click on the index.html file, and then open the file with that software. Edit with Notepad++. Let's go back to our browser and to that website. Now here the website is using the brand name Sublime. So instead of Sublime, we're going to give our own brand name. So I just search for that word. I hit Ctrl F to get this prompt, and I go to this Replace tab. I'm going to search for Sublime, and I'm going to replace it with my own brand name. I'll do Find and Replace, and I'll keep replacing everywhere. I would like to leave this copyright information though, because the template that we have downloaded is free to use, but we need to leave their credit somewhere in our website. So I'm going to leave that part in here. Let me save the file, go back to the browser, and then reload the page. So now everywhere it's my brand. Similarly, if you have your own brand logo ready, then you can just simply replace this brand name with yours. So this is basically an image file that resides inside the images directory. So here it is, logo.png file. You can just simply replace this image with your own logo, and it will get reflected in your website. Similarly, if you want to replace the text in here, just copy the text and then search for it in our index.html file, and you just simply replace it with your own text. It's about my company and only my company. Now let me go back and reload the page. So it has changed accordingly. So things are reflected here. Similarly, just take some time and try to replace all the text in here based on your company profile. So in here, you might want to mention your list of services that you provide. So here, let's say if you have a web development company, then you would say web development and some description about it. And in here, you may say graphic designing and some description about it, so on and so forth. Just try to play with it. It's pretty easy. Just try to find the text that you want to replace and then replace it. It's as simple as that. And in the end, you also have the contact information. Feel free to give your own contact information here, and the address as well. Or if you're concerned with the privacy, then you can just simply remove it. It's as simple as that. Images are no exception. If you go to the images directory and to this directory portfolio, you'd find all these images that you're seeing in the website. You can just simply replace these images with your own images. It's as simple as that. You have the option to add a video as well. So if you have a YouTube video, then if somebody clicks on this play button, they would be able to see that video. Just copy that video URL and paste it in here. Just search for this text, video link, and in here you would just simply provide your YouTube video link. So take a bit of time to design your own website. Try to be a little creative here, and I'll see you in my next video. Okay, we have our website in our computer and you're able to view it. But your website cannot be seen by anyone else because your website is not online yet. Now let's say that you wanted to put your website online free of cost. Then the only way you can do that is by installing a web server software in your computer. Once you do that, you just simply have to copy your website folder into your web server, and thereby your website will be online. And anyone from anywhere in the world can actually take a look at your website by typing the IP address of your computer and then the port number where the software is running. But by doing so, if you host your website in your own computer, then there are a lot of downsides associated with it. The first of which is your computer has to be running 24/7, 365 days. If your computer is down or powered off, then your website will be down as well. And if your website is down too many times or for too long, it will hurt the search engine presence of your website, and Google may even ban your website for not being consistent. It will also hurt the reputation of your website as well. You also have to compromise on some security aspects. You have to remove some restrictions on your firewall software to allow some external traffic, which also means that you're opening gates for hackers to pitch into your network and do harmful stuff. And this is something that we don't want. If there is huge amount of traffic to your website, then your internet service provider may charge you a high amount, because when there is increase in traffic also means that there is increase in the total bandwidth utilized. Your ISP or internet service provider may even sue you for using the network for commercial purposes and may even suggest you to take the commercial license, which will cost you way higher than what you would pay for internet for residential purposes. Your computer resources like RAM, processor, and hard disk may not be sufficient to cope up with the demands. And moreover, if your site is having a lot of media like videos, music, etc., then your computer is just simply not capable of handling all that. You may have to buy an additional server to do the job. Now, buying a server is a very expensive thing. It will cost you thousands of dollars, and it may not be worth it for a simple website. You have to install your own administrative tools, otherwise it takes a quite of your technical capabilities to manage your website. There won't be any backup functionality. For example, let's say that you have deleted your website accidentally, then you're not going to get back your website. If it's lost, it's lost. There is no backup mechanism. So you have to take the backup of your website every once in a while to an external hard drive, or alternatively, you have to install a software that does that job. There won't be any additional softwares, like for example, let's say that you're deploying a dynamic website. Maybe for example, we have a WordPress website which would be requiring some additional softwares like MySQL, PHP, etc. So you have to take care of all that, or in short, it's never recommended or suggested to host your website on your own computer. So the solution to our problems is a hosting company. A hosting company would typically comprise of a technical team, and they all manage a host of servers with a storage management system. All these servers are highly configured and are cloud-centric. In short, a hosting company specializes in hosting your website. So instead of trying to host your website on your own in your computer, it's better that you leave that task to a hosting company. If you host your website with a hosting company, then you would have the following advantages. Their servers would be up 24/7, 365 days. And even in case if a server is down, the other servers are there to take care of everything. So the chances of your website going down is very, very low. A hosting company uses advanced network security tools to keep the network safe from hacking. So your website would be safe. As I've already mentioned, the servers that they use are highly configured, and they have huge amount of resources to support the demands of your website. and a hosting company provides you user-friendly administrative tools with which you'll be able to manage your websites in a user-friendly fashion. Typically, a hosting company would comprise of technical support team just so that in case if you run into some problem, then they are there to assist you in fixing the problem. All those servers are pre-configured with required softwares, and you don't have to do much in regards to installing them. And compared to hosting a website on your own, this is very cost effective. And of course, since the hosting company have to pay salaries to their employees and they have to pay electricity bill to all the servers that they manage, they would expect you to pay a little amount, and the price is dependent on the hosting company and the type of hosting that you choose. But the one that we're going to use for our website is surprisingly cheap and is also one of the best in the industry. I've personally hosted around 7 websites, and I've been using this service for over 10 years. So far, none of my sites have gone down, and there was never a downtime. It's a great hosting service, and they also have a lot of features, so I'll see you in my next video. So let us begin the journey to put our website online so that your friends, family, and rest of the world can take a look at your website and see what you have created. So I want you to visit this website, howtohostawebsite.com, and instead of space, you would put a hyphen. This website is from one of my associates, and she has done a fabulous job. So if you scroll down a little bit, you should be able to see this link that says offer link. Usually this hosting would cost you around $7 per month, but if you click this link, then you would get it only for $1.99 per month. And let's see what's inside it. Just in case if you're not sure of the trustworthiness of this website or this hosting provider, then you can install this plugin called Web of Trust, or simply WOT. And this plugin is pretty accurate in telling the trustworthiness of a website, and in this case this has turned green. That means we can trust this website, and this website reputation is rated as 4.5 by general public. So that explains that this is a fabulous website. And digging into the details, since you have clicked that link, we're getting the hosting for this price, but otherwise it would be $7.99 per month. There are other hosting providers, but they charge you a little higher. As per what I know, they charge you around $69 to $75 every year. But here, when you pay $1.99 per month, this would come around for roughly $23 a year. And in addition to that, you're also getting one free domain name, which in itself will cost you around $16, but you're getting it for free. And along with that, you also have a host of other stuff, and you can see them in here. You're also getting a free SSL certificate. I mean, the reason why you see this lock icon in a website is because that they've installed the SSL certificate that will improve the trustworthiness of your website, and they're giving it for free of cost, whereas other hosting providers would charge you a certain amount. And in addition to that, if you belong to United States, then you will also have a $100 Google AdWords credit and all these extra stuff, which are essentially worth $500. Well, I personally think that SiteLock and WordPress building tools are not very significant additions, but certainly if you belong to United States, then you would get these two AdWords and Bing credits. And some of the stuff are not mentioned in here, but you're getting unlimited disk space. You can create unlimited websites. You can create unlimited email accounts. You can also create unlimited databases. If you're not aware of how they can be useful, then just trust me, those are the stuff which are very important, especially if you're running a dynamic website like WordPress. And the best part with them is that they have 24/7 live chat support, and the staff are technically very solid. I myself took help from them occasionally. So you have this live chat feature Just in case if you face any kind of a problem in the process of registration or after you deploy the website, you can quickly click this live chat option and talk to a support executive. They're willing to help and they're quite responsive. So let's move on. Click on this Get Started Now button. And in here, you just enter your domain name. If you already have a domain name registered with another registrar, then you can enter it in here. Otherwise, you can create one. Just give any random name of your choice. Let's say that your website is about real estate investments. So I would just type in real estate investments.com and click on search. Okay, this domain name is already taken by somebody and we can't register it. So you have to give a unique name that shouldn't have been taken by somebody else before. So I'm going to give my brand name in here, and this time it should be available. And look at the total amount. It's $0. That's because you're getting this for free of cost. And you can choose the term in here. And they also have 30-day return policy. You can use this service, and if you don't like it, you're free to ask for a refund without being asked with any questions, which means there is no risk involved if you're making this purchase. If you're not satisfied with anything, you can ask for a refund within 30 days and they would be happy to refund you. I've never asked for a refund. I've personally liked their service. But even if you're not very serious about hosting your website, but you simply want to experiment, then you can actually go ahead and pay the amount, and after you learn how to host a website, you can just simply ask for a refund. So there is no risk involved at all. Click Next. Now you would get a lot of options in here. I would just simply recommend you to uncheck everything and just make sure that you're only paying for the web hosting, and just simply remove all the additional products. We don't need them at the moment. Continue to payment. Just enter your email address, phone number, and basically all the details, and simply choose the mode of the payment, enter all the details, and purchase the hosting space. If you face any problem in the process, then you can make use of the live chat support and get your problems resolved. So once after you make the purchase, you should be getting a verification email, and that would typically constitute the following information: the username with which you would be able to log in, and a link which will help you reset the password. So the password reset link should look something like this. You would enter your password in here a couple of times, and then you agree with the privacy policy and terms of service, and then you click on sign in with new password. And once you do that, you should be able to log into your account, and the very first thing that you may see is a prompt asking for security questions. So choose one question and give your answer here, and make sure whatever the answer that you give, you remember it, because whenever you take the technical help from the live chat feature, they always ask you the security question and you should be able to answer it. So once you provide your answer, just agree with the terms of service and click on Save and Continue. And just to have peace of mind, we're going to disable the auto renewal of our account. So you would go here and hit on Account Renewal and choose the option Do not renew my hosting, and click on Change Status. So that way your account won't be renewed. And I hope that you already know that the renewal price is higher than the price that you paid while registering. Alright, with this we are done with creating an account with a hosting provider. Now all we have to do is to take care of putting our website online. So I will see you in my next video. In this video we're going to take a look at how we can copy our website onto the server. So for this purpose we're actually going to install a new open source software which is FileZilla. So search for this term FileZilla in Google and you should be able to locate this link, filezillaproject.org. Just click that link, click on download FileZilla client. You don't want to download the server, we want to download the client, and click on the download FileZilla client. I've already done that and so I have it downloaded. All we have to do now is to install it. In my case, since I've already installed the software before, I'm prompted with this message, add, remove or reinstall the components. So I'm going to choose that option, but when you're installing this software for the first time, you may get a prompt asking you to install other softwares and make sure that you don't agree to install any other software. Otherwise, you'll end up installing multiple softwares and that may annoy you a bit. We're interested in installing only FileZilla and nothing else. So click Next. And here's the prompt that I'm talking about. FileZilla is asking us to install this software as well, which is an antivirus software. I already have an antivirus software installed and I'm not interested in trying Avast free antivirus. So I'm going to uncheck this, but just in case if you're interested, feel free to install it as well. So just simply try to accept all the prompts and finally install. So here we have another prompt asking us to install Opera browser. I'm not interested in this. I'm going to hit next and this is going to take a while. So in my case, FileZilla application is already running behind the scenes and so we're not able to install. But this should be smooth for you. I'm going to abort it. I will wait for you to install the software. So feel free to pause the video, install the software and continue watching. So I hope you install the software, and after you do, open the FTP client software and the software is going to look something like this. And you have to enter some details in here in order to connect to your server. And the details are as follows. On the host field, you would enter the following: ftp.ipage.com. The username is going to be your account's username, and password is going to be your account's password. The port number is going to be 21. And after you enter all these details, click on Quick Connect. By doing so, you should be getting this message that says directory listing /successful. If you don't see this message and you're facing issues, then you can take help from the iPage 24/7 chat support. And after you successfully log in, we are now connected to our server and we can now transfer files from our local computer to the remote server. And the next thing that we're going to do is to create a new directory in our remote server. So you would just simply right click on the empty area and you would choose the option Create Directory. You can name the directory with any name of your choice, and in my case I've given the name My Brand. And once you do so, here is how the interface would look like, and I'm currently inside that directory that I've just created. And in my local computer I am inside my website directory where I have all the website content. And just in case if you're not able to see your folder in here, then try hitting this refresh icon. That should populate everything. And all we have to do now is to copy all our website content onto the remote server. But we're not going to copy all these files separately. We're going to bundle them as a zip file and then we're going to copy that zip file onto the server. That is more efficient. So here's the directory where my website content is available. I'm going to select all these files and add them into a zip file. So I would go back to my FileZilla client, hit refresh, and right click on the zip file. Make sure that you select the folder that you've just created and click on upload. This is going to take a while and you can see the progress in here. Once the transfer is finished, you should be able to see your file in here. Alright, this has copied all the website content onto the server and we'll continue from next video. Alright, we have now copied our zip file onto the remote server. Now let us try to extract all the files in it. So log into your iPage account, go to Additional Tools, click on Archive Gateway. And in here, you should be able to locate that zip file. Choose that zip file and click on Extract or Uncompress. You don't have to enter any directory in here. By default, files would be extracted in the same directory wherever that zip file is residing. Once you do that, you should see a success message, something like this. And just to make sure that things have indeed worked, you can go to the FileZilla client, hit refresh, and you should be able to see all the files in it. And now we just have one single step to put our website online. Alright, I hope you're excited and I'll see you in my next video. Alright, let's get your website online. For that, head to Domain Central. You can get there by going to Domains, Domain Central, and once you're there, you should be able to locate your website in here. In case if you don't see it, then take help from the chat support and get it resolved. But if you can see your website, click on More Info and then go to Pointers. Make sure that you choose the option Subdirectory, not anything else. And in here, you're going to copy the directory of your website and then simply paste it in here, hit save. And once you do that, you get this message, and guess what? Congratulations! All you have to do now is to visit this URL, and there we have it. We've launched our website. Isn't that exciting? Of course I got the name wrong. It's supposed to be my brand, but maybe this is how my brand name is. It's my brand, not my brand. And here you would see everything. So if you successfully see your website online, then congratulations. If you don't, I'm there to help. Drop me a message and then I'll try to get back. Alright, I really hope that you enjoyed watching this course, and in case if anybody wants to learn how to host a website, then do tell them that there is a course available to explain the same. Alright, I wish you good luck and a great future, and I hope that your website will generate millions and millions. Thank you.